So, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Preeti Meena, social media team member of Indian Society of Nephrology. Today with us we have Dr. Vivekanand Jha. He needs no introduction. He's new editor-in-chief for very own Indian Journal of Nephrology. Sir, welcome, sir. It's very privileged to have you here. Sir, my first question to you is, where do you see Indian Journal of Nephrology in coming 5 years? What is your vision for it?
Well, thank you, Preeti, for inviting me to talk to you and through your medium to the members of the global nephrology community, in particular the nephrology community of India, to which this journal is particularly targeted. Now, in my view, and I think most of the members of the editorial team agree, that our vision for the journal is for it to become the leading peer-reviewed journal in the field of nephrology, both in India but also internationally. Our mission is to publish high-quality original research and review articles that advance the understanding and treatment of kidney-related diseases. For it to become the vehicle to publish the best research from India and South Asia, and to provide a forum for exchange of ideas and information amongst all kidney health community stakeholders. It's really important to emphasize that we don't want to limit the scope of the journal to nephrologists only, but to make it all encompassing and understand the needs and education opportunities for other healthcare professionals also, who contribute not in a small way to the care of patients with kidney disease. Really, this is very important. Now, last but not the least, our goal is to promote education and training of nephrologists and to raise awareness with regard to kidney health related issue amongst the entire stakeholder community, because it's them who will really make it possible for the care to improve for patients with kidney disease, ultimately, which is the goal of all the nephrologists here.
Sure, sir. That was fantastic. And you have all of our best wishes and support for that. So what changes are we expecting here? What do you have in mind to increase the metrics and readership of the journal?
Thank you. So the goal is not necessarily just to increase the metrics. Metrics hopefully will follow. But the goal is to improve the overall quality of work and make it in line with the ambitions and desires of the readership of the journal, and fulfill one of its important mission, which is to support the goals of the Indian Society of Nephrology, for which it is the official journal. So, as I said, we will go ahead and commission high-quality reviews. We will encourage Indian research community to publish their best research from India into Indian Journal of Nephrology. We do know that people chase impact factors, and we will recognize and be mindful of the fact that the best research will perhaps go to some other journal and then only come to Indian Journal of Nephrology, which is fine, but we will make sure that we give them as much opportunity as possible. The second thing which I want to do is to really engage the editorial board into this entire process. And so for me, it's important to have a diverse editorial board that is fully engaged with the process of publication of the Indian Journal of Nephrology, starting from the time the article comes in, to reviewing the articles, to making sure that they align with the needs and the goals of the society and the journal, and then take ownership of navigating all articles through the entire publication process. We do want to make sure that we continue to remain leaders in addressing kidney health issues in low middle income countries, and those due to existing or emerging health challenges. I think we know that the healthcare systems are weak. There is an increasing non-communicable disease burden. There is competition for limited resources, and we are also experiencing new challenges such as new risk factors for kidney disease, environment challenges. So making sure that all of those are addressed through the journal. And one of the areas of research that I would like to encourage more is implementation science and implementation science research, because that is the kind of evidence which we often don't find in the leading journals that focus on more basic science articles or randomized clinical trials, but I think we need to get more research around how to translate evidence into practice, which can happen through implementation research. One of the other important goals, without which none of the other ones will not be possible, is to get young academics and nephrologists more interested in research by giving them opportunities, work with other ISN teams, such as the young nephrologist team and the social media team, etc., to disseminate broadly the findings of the research of Indian Journal of Nephrology, to not only, as I said, focus on the traditional success metrics like impact factor, but also to see how can it reach the broader stakeholder community through these alternative channels of communication, developing even, say, journal-related podcasts, short videos, summaries, etc., would be one way of doing it. We want to increase the research preparedness of the Indian nephrology community, and so that they do high-quality research. One of the challenges that I have seen in the past when I was a deputy editor of the journal, and in the last few weeks also as I have just taken over, is to look at the poor quality of writing in many of the papers that are submitted to the journal. Then how do we improve that? I think that's also one of our responsibilities. So to commission paper writing boot camps to help young researchers to develop new research ideas, and when needed, take them through the entire research ecosystem process, etc. So I think these are all possible opportunities that we can do. And the last thing I would say is that we have to strengthen the editorial operations of the journal. So one of my immediate goals is to strengthen the editorial office by making it much more professional, so that the manuscripts that are submitted are dealt with promptly and professionally, and reduce the time taken from the time of submission to the ultimate disposal, whatever that disposal may be, and make this process quick and transparent. So that's really important. And the last thing I would say is that all the reviews should ensure that the feedback that goes to the authors is not just critical, but helpful, so that the work can be improved. And if manuscript unfortunately cannot be accepted, then why was it not accepted, and how can they do better next time?
Thank you, sir. Those were some brilliant ideas. I'm sure IGN is going to reach another heights under your leadership. So finally, do you have any message for our authors, reviewers, and young nephrologists? Do you want to say anything to them?
Oh, no, absolutely. My message is just taking a few points out of which, after those I mentioned earlier. Please do submit your best research to the Indian Journal of Nephrology. This is your journal, and the onus for improving the impact of the journal is with everyone, not just with the editorial team. And so, as long as the stakeholder community doesn't publish their best work, the journal cannot progress. Do expect a change. Do prepare to be involved in review process. Expect articles to come to you for review, and do accept those requests and return reviews promptly as much as possible. But overall, I think improve the quality of research that is done. Improve the quality of research, improve the quality of training, and let us know what do you want. I think that's also very important. We are going to be extremely open to feedback and ideas from the broader kidney health stakeholder community, including patients, including non-physician healthcare professionals such as nurses, technicians, dietitians, psychologists, social workers, etc. And we will introduce new features in the journal which address their needs as well. So I think a lot of things are happening. So be prepared for a change and participate in the change would be my request to everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. We are really privileged to have you here with us. Thank you so much.